So I wanted to give you guys an update of everything that's been going on. Excuse my rude sister for using the water as I'm recording. But I know it's been about 5, almost 6 weeks since I've actually last posted a video, and just a lot has happened since day 1 of school. So, first week in class, we jumped right into it. Started with lectures the first day. Everything seemed pretty easy, and then about 3, almost 4 weeks in, we had our first exam. And then we had a performance skills test in lab, and that was to make sure that we could take vital signs and everything once we started our clinicals. So actually that was around the 3rd week. The exam, I didn't do as great as I wanted to be honest, but I do understand where my problems are. My first problem is that I went back and changed answers, and you should never go back and change answers. My instructor said this, all the YouTube videos I watched. Just go with your first answer, because most likely it is the correct answer, unless you know absolutely sure after you've taken the test and you've gone over it that you know, okay, like this is why it's definitely wrong. If not, don't change your answers. Another issue that I had was getting tripped up on the questions. Make sure you really understand what they're asking. There's a YouTube page, and there's something on Pinterest that says like how to take tests for nursing school. And it was like pretty much like pointing out keywords to look for, like priority and what is the patient's needs. So then you know that you would have to do like Maslow's hierarchy. If it says always or never, be very careful of those answers, because they're rarely ever the right answer. Because there's never always going to be one situation that is going to work. My performance skills, I got 100, which I knew. I'm not much of a book reader, but I'm more hands-on, so I knew I'd do well on my skills. Our 3rd week, we started in our clinicals. We actually went into the hospital. We got to see patients. We took vital signs. And it was nice. I mean, I've had clinical experience working in the OR, but it's a little bit different because in the OR, I don't interact with the patient that much. I'm really there for, you know, once the patient is asleep and then the surgery begins. So it was interesting actually seeing how I was in dealing with the patient, actually having a one-on-one conversation. And I noticed about myself, I'm pretty comfortable with having conversations, but our school really wants us to focus on communication techniques, which means like, you know, therapeutic versus non-therapeutic. And I think as a regular person, everybody uses non-therapeutic. Like you ask a question, you ask it in a closed-ended question, and you don't get the answer that you're really looking for as far as nursing school goes. So I kind of have to watch how I use how I speak, and to make sure I ask open-ended questions. Also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I have a habit of speaking very fast. So I'm trying to learn how to pace myself. What else? Clinicals are going good, lab is going good. Actually, tomorrow I'm so excited we get to start practicing doing injections. This is now our 5th week, so I think things are moving pretty quickly. We have an exam in 2 weeks, which is going to cover a lot more stuff like ethics, legal stuff, medication administration, all of that. So I'm getting really excited because now I feel like we're getting to like the nitty-gritty, the part that everyone waits for once to get into nursing school. I'm really enjoying it. And it's fast, I can tell you guys that. Everything happens so quickly, you don't even have time to really dwell on things. I was upset about my exam. I actually met with my teacher twice because I wanted to make sure I really understood what I did wrong. And she really made me feel comfortable because she said to me that she knows that I know my stuff. I just need to make sure that I'm confident in my answers. So I'm definitely working on that, and I'll let you guys know how it is after I take my next exam. And a lot of just like, you know, random stuff going on. A little bit of relationship issues. I think that it's hard for everyone to kind of understand once your priorities change as far as nursing school, that now all of your time is pretty much focused on nursing school. So my boyfriend and I, we had a little bit of I would say an argumentative period, that we were constantly arguing because, you know, he wanted more attention. I just felt like I couldn't give it to him, and I was a little short with him in responding to him when he would ask questions, or, you know, we don't want to spend time. And I'm like, no, this is all about nursing school. So I think one thing you definitely have to learn is time management skills. I'm getting slightly better at it. I try to make one free day to myself where, you know, what I do is I'll wake up early in the morning and I'll read a little bit, and then the rest of the time when he's awake, I'll make sure I spend some time with him. As long as I don't have an exam coming up right away, then I give him a little bit of time. So that kind of helps to quell things. So I would say if you're in a relationship, you know, help them to understand how serious this is to you and, you know, the things that you need to get done. But also make sure you still give them time because, you know, you're not in a relationship by yourself. So you have to make it work for everyone. And work is still going good. It's busy. And I've started working out as of today. I was really stressed out around the time of the exams and my blood pressure like skyrocketed. And it was to the point that the doctors were actually like, okay, we need to find interventions for this. So I tried to, you know, de-stress, not put so much like anxiety into taking tests and everything. My boyfriend and I figured out how to like stop arguing as much because that was just giving me a little bit of stress. But now I'm also going to start working out more, which will also help me de-stress and good for me because I've gained a bit of weight, so I wanted to make sure that I can get it back under control. But other than that, everything is good. I can't think of anything else that's really important, but hopefully I will see you guys in a few weeks. I'm not going to say like, you know, next week or 2 weeks. We'll see how things go because I've been meaning to make this video seriously for about 4 or 5 weeks and I always get caught up with doing something else. So I will try to make another video soon and I'll talk to you guys later. Please ask questions. I do have notifications linked to my email, so I do see those. So if you have a question, please ask and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible, okay? Love you. Bye.